What's good, YouTube? I'm making a Dragon Ball Daima review, and here it is. Alright, so we tried this shit on Friday. To anyone that was on the Friday stream, you know that I was doing this shit. Post stream, the video was just cutting out when I was seeing it. It went from 22 minutes to 14 minutes. I'm going to try to not talk for that long, but we're going to review it. I'm going to give y'all my opinions because I ended up deleting it because it kept cutting in and out and shit like that. So, this is still off the dome. I didn't write any fucking script or anything like that. Dragon Ball Daima. So, going into it, I feel like a lot of people was overhating on Daima before it even got the chance to drop. Even I, a little bit, I was kind of like, oh, they turning into kids. I don't, like, what's it called? Like, this is literally like some... Like, I like GT, but I didn't want it to take the route where, like, everyone turned to kids or whatever, shit like that. I was like, what the fuck? But I still gave it a chance, and it was also Toriyama's last work, so, of course, I had to give it a chance. And I ended up really enjoying the show at the beginning. Like, watching it weekly, the show really, no pun intended. Is that a pun? That's not really a pun. That's not a pun. But it also made me feel like a kid again or whatever. Like watching the show, it literally dead ass made me feel like a kid again watching the show. I started watching Dragon Ball Z when I was like 8 years old and shit. So watching Dragon Ball Daima and waiting for the episode every week, it was just fun as hell. And bro, world building, coming back to Dragon Ball. That was just so enjoyable for me. Like finding out about the Demon Realm. The Demon Realm is something that I've wanted to know more about in the Dragon Ball universe for so fucking long. Ever since they introduced Babidi, Boo, and Deborah. Like I wanted to learn more about the Demon Realm because I was always like the Demon Realm and Hell are two different things. So like why haven't we learned about the Demon Realm? And Daima gave us that, and I'm so glad it gave us that. It also told us that the Namekians and anyone with pointy ears are from the Demon Realm, and I really like fuck with that lore heavy. The first really dope ass episode where I was like, oh yeah, this shit is it, was Goku versus the first Tamagami, or is he the third? I forgot. But bro, it was three. Yeah, it was the third. Goku versus the third Tamagami. The animation was fucking beautiful, bro. Natoshi Shida did his thing when he animated Goku going Super Saiyan 2 on the final clash. The choreography was amazing. So like when they got turned into kids, they had to get used to their movement, basically, you feel me? So Goku having to kind of like be nimble and kind of like adapt to his size being smaller and fighting with his power pole was really dope to see, bro. It was really enjoyable. That episode was top notch, good as shit. Then we fast forward. I forgot whether or not this episode came before another one I'm about to explain, but we get more world building. I know a lot of people didn't like certain episodes, like the Giant episode. Some people did not like the Giant episode. I actually liked the Giant episode. I think the Giant episode was dope for world building. I really genuinely think it was good for world building, and it kind of showed like, oh, these giants are stronger than characters that we've seen in the show or whatever. Like those giants are stronger than Frieza, Cell, like they was just fighting a kid giant and a giant dog, which is crazy. But yeah, like the world building of that, like I actually enjoyed that episode. Like that was chilling for me. Then we get to Vegeta versus the Tamagami 2. That episode was so fucking dope, bro. Seeing Vegeta go SS3, I did not expect him to go SS3, but Toriyama, thank you so much for giving us SS3 Vegeta, bro. Y'all have no idea how many years we've been waiting for this shit, bro. We saw this shit in video games, we saw this shit in fan art, but we've never seen it in the anime itself, bro. And I'm so glad to see it. Not only that, but his is different than everyone else's. It spikes upward. That shit is so sick. I fucking love it, bro. Like I love the fact that it's different. It's also it's also the same as how SS3 was actually originally supposed to be in the original art, where it was supposed to go upward like that and shit. Like that shit is dope. And I love the fact that Toriyama did that for Vegeta. That fight was like pretty dope. And yeah, that shit was clean. Then we fast forward when we get to the third Demon Realm, right? And there was one episode that did annoy me. I'm gonna be honest, I enjoyed every episode of Daima except for the episode I'm about to talk about and the second half of the last episode. So the episode I'm talking about is, y'all all know, the episode where it took them the entire episode to face that army, bro. that shit was annoying as fuck because it's like Goku and Vegeta never went Super Saiyan, and you could tell Piccolo wasn't fighting at his strongest, bro. That shit was low key kind of annoying. Like, I understand that they're in kid body, so they're not like as strong as they are like normally, and they're not as durable. But bro, why didn't they go Super Saiyan, bro? Like sooner. Goku doesn't go Super Saiyan until the last second of the end of the episode, and then that's when he actually did shit. I really feel as though if they just didn't waste time in that episode, didn't waste time with the fake Ginyu Force, there was no reason to add them. If they didn't waste time with those stuff, they could have had more room for the ending. Because the second half of the episode, of the last episode, you can tell that it was rushed. You can tell that it was kind of rushed and shit. But fast forwarding after that, it makes the wait that you waited for that one episode actually worth it, because it's just back to back fucking bangers, bro. Now, my friends wasn't watching weekly like me, but once it got to this part, some of my friends either caught up or they just skipped to that part and wanted to see what was going on, what everybody was talking about. Watching that shit weekly was fucking like it was peak, bro. It was peak Dragon Ball again, peak animation, peak fighting, peak all of that. Everybody versus what's it called, like Goma. That's how you pronounce his name, right? Everybody versus Goma. That shit was fucking sick. The way the animation was, the way the rotating rocks was when everybody was doing their blasts and shit like that. That shit was dope. Seeing Goku go from Super Saiyans to Super Saiyan 3. I'm still saying from when he was like, regular kid or whatever, was dope. Then we see that Super Saiyan 4 becomes canon. Now, I'm gonna be honest, Super Saiyan 4 was kind of confusing in this show. It made it seem like Neva was the one that unlocked it at first, right? And we'll get on to the rest of this shit later. But Super Saiyan 4 looks different than the GT version. It still looks good. I'm gonna be honest, it looks better in the adult version than the kid version, obviously. It still looks good, but it's nowhere near as good as the GT version. The GT version is sick. The hair is red, the eyes is yellow, and the hair is black. The hair on the head is black. Everything in this version is crimson red. It's not bad, but it's not super great. You feel me? It's like they downgraded. You feel me? Like, and it's not bad. It's just that they downgraded. The GT one is better. I don't think I've heard anyone on the internet say the new crimson one is better and shit, but it is what it is and shit. So, and also the wrist part kind of look weird, but I do like the fact that he was walking like an ape or whatever shit like that, getting onto his Saiyan roots and shit. That shit was kind of dope and stuff. What's it called? It also like Goku's based off of Wukong, but what's it called? The fight was incredible. The animation was incredible. Then we skip towards them turning back to adults, which I love the fact that they gave us their adult versions fighting them before ending the series. That shit is dope. Bro, Vegeta SS3 versus Goma. Oh my gosh, they gave Vegeta fans what they wanted. Also, by the way, Vegeta was the first one to win a fight with Super Saiyan 3, by the way. I didn't mention that before. But going back to what I was talking about before, Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta versus Goma, the animation was flawless. That fucking final flash, chef's kiss. That shit was beautiful. That shit was magnificent. Loved it. Then second half of the episode, they give us nostalgia from when Goku went Super Saiyan 3 for the first time. He goes through all the transformations, bro. The animation was incredible. The demon world, the demon realm itself was shaking. And then he says one more bonus at the end and goes SS4. This is the part that is confusing as fuck. Why did he... So you're telling me, like, that's where, like, I was like, wait, what? He still has this transformation, but he doesn't use it in Super? Like, I understand the people in Japan, they don't care about, like, continuity and canon and shit. But it's like, I was just so confused. I'm like, wait, what? Like, Daima's canon, but he's like, you feel me? Like, he doesn't go SS4 during Super, and Daima is supposed to be before Super. So I don't... You feel me? But like, I feel like at this point we just gotta forget about it and just enjoy what's given to us and shit like that. Cause there's been so many retcons in Dragon Ball and changes after Z that it's crazy, bro. It really is crazy. But besides that, putting that aside, seeing Goku SS4 as adult versus Goma was fucking sick, bro. That Kamehameha wave was the best looking Kamehameha wave in the entire series, and one of the best Kamehameha waves in general in the series. I'm not gonna lie, probably saying that it, like, for me, in my opinion, it probably is the best Kamehameha wave in the entire series, possibly. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to see the other ones. I am watching. I am rewatching the Dragon Ball series with my girl. She's watching Dragon Ball for the first time. We just finished OG Dragon Ball last month, and now gonna be on Z. So what's it call it? When I see the Kamehameha waves throughout the series again, maybe we'll see. But that shit was fire. That shit was fire as fuck. Anyway, let's go to the next problem I had. Besides the Super Saiyan 4 shit and continuity shit, bro, I'm not gonna lie, dog. The fusion bug shit fucking annoyed me. Like, kind of annoyed me. Why introduce it if you're not gonna use it? It seemed like they wanted to use it, but last second was like, nah, and just threw that shit out, bro. And excuse me, once it fell out of Goku's pocket, I was like thinking, oh, maybe it might come back, because, like, you know, like, I know everyone was thinking, oh yeah, it's definitely gonna come back. But I started to be like, yo, we don't really have a lot of time left in these episodes, and I genuinely don't think Goku is gonna find these bugs, bro. Like, literally, once I started thinking that, I'm like, damn, bro, that's gonna be an L for me, bro, if that's gonna be the case. And it ended up being the case. They didn't infuse, so no one fused at all. No one used fusion bugs at all. It felt like it was used as bait, just to have people go into the show, have people theorizing who was gonna fuse and shit like that. It just felt like it was bait, because they know, bro, they know that we love fusions. They know, like, bro, they know we fuck with fusions, bro. That's literally the I swear, bro, the Dragon Ball community talks about fusions so much that it's crazy. So I really feel like it just kind of felt like they was baiting the fans, and it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm not even gonna cap. It really kind of like left a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't really like that. Whether or not that was the intention, it is what it is. But, like, it's like, why introduce it if you're not gonna use it? It's kind of crazy. So that and the SSJ4 stuff kind of bothered me, but at the same time, I don't really care about the SSJ4 stuff anymore, because continuity has been fucked in Dragon Ball, like, for a long time regardless, so it's whatever. But the fusion bug shit brought down my rating. So if we're gonna talk about ratings for Dragon Ball Daima, I'm gonna have to give it an 8 out of 10. Should you still watch it? Yes. Is there problems? Also yes. But I really feel like you would definitely enjoy the show. The animation is beautiful, the story is good, and except for the SSJ4 explanation shit, that shit was whack. Apparently Goku had that shit the entire time. I forgot to talk about that. He basically was training and had that shit the entire time and wasn't sure that it was gonna work. That's why he didn't pull it out sooner. But anyway, yeah, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and the world building is fucking fantastic in that show. It's actually really good. So I would still give it a watch. Especially if you fuck with Dragon Ball. And R.I.P. Toriyama. I find it weird that the last episode didn't have a R.I.P. Toriyama. I genuinely thought that it was gonna have a R.I.P. Toriyama at the end, but it didn't. I found that weird. If I missed it at all, then I apologize if I missed it, but I kind of found it weird that the last episode didn't have that. But yeah, that's pretty much it though. Bless your mind, bless your body, bless your soul. Peace out.